welcome to Xbox On, where we've got one last set of Xbox Game Pass titles to stuff your stocking with this December.
Reach has been good to me. Time has come to return the favor.
It's Halo Reach. The freshly remastered version of Bungie's final Halo game has just arrived on console and, for the first time ever, PC, and you can play it right now, included as part of your Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription.
With Xbox One X enhancements bringing Reach to life in 4K and HDR, it looks simply incredible.
It's like a brand new Halo game that just happens to be a remake of one of the best in the series.
You've got the campaign, a prequel to Combat Evolved, and The Rest, which tells a story of heroic sacrifice, but also takes you out into space for the first time.
You've got the introduction of Invasion, an awesome team-based multiplayer mode that has only ever appeared in Halo Reach, and the best ever version of the cooperative firefight mode. All
in all, you've just got a ridiculously good bit of Halo that's as good today as it was back at the start of the decade, and much prettier.
If you find particular temptation in terrorising a small, quaint British village, you could be one of two things: an absolute hooligan or a goose.
Equipped with 2 wings, 1 honk, and a fierce determination to cause as much mischief as you can, your goal is to complete a shopping list of objectives, no matter the cost.
Untitled Goose Game might look cute and simple, but it really offers you a long, deep look into the true workings of your inner psyche, so play it at your peril.
Or just enjoy honking at the villagers and don't consider the lifelong traumas you may be inflicting. We won't judge you either way.
Enjoy this unexpected smash hit and its addition to Xbox Game Pass in the lead up to Christmas, and check twitter.com/XboxUK for the exact release date.
So, for today's recipe, you'll first need a well-sharpened knife.
Next up, My Friend Pedro, a side-scrolling action game that's literally bananas.
It's all about building up a combo chain of impossibly stylish attacks, whether you're diving through windows in slow-mo, using the split aiming to shoot in 2 directions at once, or ricocheting bullets off a saucepan. There are tons of cool and creative ways to dispatch your foes.
If you like your action movies packed with acrobatic gunplay and parkour-infused ultra-violence, you can play My Friend Pedro right now on Xbox Game Pass for console.
Oh, and in case you're wondering why it's called that, the game's named after your character's BFF, Pedro the floating, talking banana.
It's literally bananas. Literally. Next up, we've got a day 1 launch to Xbox Game Pass with Demon's Tilt, a game that promises occult pinball action.
Imagine a pinball table that's been transported from a 90s arcade and straight to some sticky floored corner of hell, and you should have a pretty good idea of what Demon's Tilt is.
As well as all the usual balls and bumpers you'd expect, there are elements borrowed from bullet hell shooters and things that would simply be impossible on a real table.
Expect tiered tables with multiple sets of flippers, boss fights, and secrets to uncover.
But of course, you can still give the whole thing a sneaky shove if things aren't going quite to plan and nudge the ball off in a better direction. Just wouldn't be pinball without it.
It's my only good move. In these winter months, a lot of us could do with a little ray of sunshine, and that's exactly what Wandersong is.
It's got a charmingly cheery visual style that looks like the developers handmade out of cut-up pieces of coloured paper, and a dedicated button that makes your character do a dance for no reason, then it's fun.
And okay, the world might be ending, but your bard isn't about to let that get him down. He's just got to sing.
You can make beautiful music just by moving the analog stick, to solve puzzles or just to lift your spirits.
Wandersong is another day 1 launch on Xbox Game Pass for console, so pick it up today. There's a final flurry of Xbox Game Pass titles ready to snow you in for the Christmas break. Let's kick off with the game formerly known as Pro Evo, eFootball PES 2020. With the most photorealistic and fluid football the series has ever seen, and the signing of new clubs like Man United and Arsenal, it's perfect for a match or 2 of the beautiful game over the holidays. Whether it's a living room derby, a solo session of Master League, or heading online for the brand new matchday mode, PES 2020 has got you covered. Next up, the game which the phrase "can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen" was surely invented for. In Overcooked 2, you and up to 3 co-op cooking companions have to rustle up recipes in a series of weird and wonderful kitchens. You'll bake cakes on air balloons and assemble burgers aboard a raft as it rushes down the river. Expect stoves that move when you turn your back and sudden chasms you have to chuck your ingredients across, and lots of squabbling over jobs with your sous chefs. Perfect preparation for making that turkey dinner with the family then.
I trained for a scenario like this my entire life. But it's worse than anything we could have imagined.
It's that time of year where everyone's sniffling and reaching for the tissues, so let's finish with 2 games that could be perfect for nursing you back to health, or possibly make you never want to leave the house again.
In Tom Clancy's The Division, the entirety of New York has come down with an apocalyptically bad case of the sniffles.
You play a government agent dispatched to help take back the city from looters, gangs, and bin men cleaning the streets with flamethrowers.
Unlike the virus, these are problems that can be solved with guns and gadgets, all of which can be upgraded and customized as you play through the shooter RPG combo.
Something worries me. I fear a difficult trial approaches.
That's one way of dealing with illness. Our final game, Pathologic 2, prescribes another very different approach.
This sequel/remake of a Russian cult classic describes itself as the game about death, misery, and no happy endings.
What a way to close out the year. It's an open-world horror RPG set in a rural town plagued by the plague.
It's bleak, it's bizarre, but it's beloved of a certain strain of players. If you want to experience it for yourself and see if you can survive, Pathologic 2 is yet another day one launch coming to Xbox Game Pass for console on the 12th.
But also a big frying pan. Let it cook over an open fire.
We hope you've got a nice long holiday this year. You're going to need it to play all these games before there's another outbreak of Xbox Game Pass titles in the new year.
Between now and then, stay tuned for videos on the best games and moments of the past year and even decade, and everything we're excited about for 2020.
Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of it. And of course, before you rush off to download all of these games, remember to smash that like button. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.